Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're going to look at some features that I want to see on the Steam Deck, and we'll want to just talk about stuff that could maybe come up in the future or we could see in the future as far as updates go from Valve. I'm not really going to be talking about stuff that I want to see in a future version of the Steam Deck. It's more so things I want to see like in the new updates to come. Maybe give Valve a few ideas, you know, if they're ever watching my channel, or if you guys want to put some ideas in the comments, we can start a discussion about stuff we want to see and get excited about it. But yeah, without further ado, trusty iPad here. Let's have a look. And I'll be doing I'll be intertwining with some footage and stuff to show why it would be a good idea to have these features. But first one, custom game profiles. And when I say custom game profiles, I don't just mean profiles like the TDP sets. Like you could download someone's TDP set and it would automatically set your TDP refresh rate to the optimal amount, because to be fair, that doesn't take a lot of effort. You can get that done in like 5 minutes if you practice messing about with TDP. You don't even have to mess about with TDP. You could just leave that default and let the system do itself, do what it wants, and just set the refresh rate to what you want it to do to save battery. I'm talking about game profiles. So I don't know how this could be implemented or if it is possible to be implemented, but for example, you're playing GTA 5. It's a game with a lot of options. And it requires a lot of effort. You've got to go through every option, and sometimes like you can turn an option on and it won't affect the FPS, so you might as well leave it on, right? Or you can turn an option down by 1, maybe to medium, and it gives you about 5 extra FPS. But for people, I don't mind doing that. It's quite fun, but it can get a bit time consuming, especially when you're trying to play new games. But for people who are jumping onto the Steam Deck from the Switch, who maybe don't have a big understanding about PC graphics and settings and what the hell they even mean. I mean, they've got such like weird names, ambient occlusion. I mean, who the hell's gonna know what that means if they don't have a PC or haven't messed about with games in the past? So yeah, a feature where we could maybe have it next to the controller setting, and it has like a load of people's like they've uploaded it to the cloud, has a shit ton of people's GTA 5 graphics settings. Like I say, I don't know how this could be implemented. GTA 5 is an example. I don't know if Rockstar would have to do something with that, but yeah, if it's an actual Steam game, that might be easy to implement. But yeah, let's just give for an example here. You want to play medium at 60. Some guy has a setting here. It literally says medium locked 60. You click on the setting and it automatically sets all your game settings to that guy's settings, which is tried and tested for a lock 60. Now that would save me a shit lot of time. And I'll give you another example here. Dying Light 2 has a lot of different options in it, and you can mess about with FSR in that game. Has its own built-in FSR, which isn't anything to do with the Steam Deck's FSR. So it can get pretty confusing. And my friend has actually managed to get it locked at 50, got it locked at 50 Hertz around medium settings with FSR enabled. And that requires a lot of tweaking, and he spent a lot of time doing that. So if he could upload his settings up to the cloud and we could all download them settings, it would save us all a lot of time. And it would also help the games run better, and it would stop people from refunding games if they're like, oh, I can't be asked to mess about with these settings. Don't get me wrong, a lot of games don't actually require that. A lot of games run at 60, like older games like Portal 2, you can run it at 60 Ultra. But yeah, no, the harder to run titles, like God of War, anything like that, Elden Ring, like just for people to be able to upload their settings and then download them from the cloud, and then it automatically sets us up on 60 locked or 40 locked or whatever. That'd just be an awesome feature. I don't know if that's possible, but yeah. I don't care if it's not possible. I just wanted to mention it, and if it is possible, we could put it out there. I'm pretty sure people have already been talking about that feature anyway, but yeah. Next feature, custom themes. I'm not going to go into too much detail with custom themes. You kind of get the point of it. Customizing the Steam Deck, at the moment, it's not really that detailed. You can customize the keyboard and you can mess about with the box arts for the games. If you can be bothered to go into desktop mode, download them off Steam Grid, and then put them onto the front end mode by adding custom box art in Steam. That's all been a Steam feature in the past anyway. That's nothing new for the Steam Deck. But yeah, custom themes, you know, like actually customizing the actual front end look of the Steam Deck. I don't know how possible and how flexible that could be, because SteamOS has obviously been built for the Steam Deck and it looks the way it looks for the Steam Deck, so I don't know how much you could change with it, but definitely for sure adding like game themes. Like if you think about the 3DS, you could get hundreds of themes, like thousands of themes relating to games that you like. They even had their own little menu themes, like songs. Every time you clicked on a game, it did a little jingle, stuff like that. I mean, that would be a really cool personal feature for the Steam Deck, and I'd love to see that come to the Steam Deck. Unlike the Switch, which is literally just got black and white, and they've done nothing with it, and I can't see them ever doing anything with the themes now, to be fair. I don't know if it was a hardware limitation or whatever, maybe they just couldn't be bothered to make themes for it, I don't know, but yeah, Nintendo kind of fumbled the bag on that one. But if Steam Deck can find a way of implementing themes where people can just customize them and make them themselves, upload it to the cloud, and we can just get a load of different themes for different games we like a Portal theme, or find a Metal Gear Solid 3 theme, that'd be sick, you know. But yeah, themes, something to think about in the future. This is a smaller one. Like I say, this is my kind of features I want to see. Let me know in the comments of what you want to see. But better implementation of achievements. So I know that they did a recent update on achievements recently, where you can now compare them with friends and compare them globally to see what the percentage is of what kind of achievements you've got. But I want to see an easier way to access achievements when you're playing a game, because at the moment I have to jump out of the game, and that can be difficult depending on what game it is. I mean, some games mess up when you exit them and enter them again. But yeah, I want to see achievements that I can just literally pop out whilst I'm playing. Maybe not whilst I'm playing, but if I pause the game, open up the Steam menu, and it can be popped out in this little side category, very similar to how Xbox does it. Xbox does a really good achievement pop-out system, even have like a tracker you can turn on, but I'm not really bothered about that at the minute. I just want to see like an easier way to get onto the achievements, so you can actually go through them whilst being in game, instead of having to jump into a menu, loading them up. And maybe a way of downloading achievements offline, so you can unlock them whilst being offline. That would be a cool feature, because I know not a lot of people get internet all the time, but they still want to unlock achievements. At the moment, it's locked online, and I think that's been the case with Steam for years now, so maybe that won't be possible, but you never know. Because it's a handheld, Steam maybe expect people to be offline more with it, so it could be a feature they could look into. But yeah, achievements, just an easier way to access them. Would be a very minor update, but that's something I want to see. Big one here, color calibration settings in game. I did a video a couple of days ago now about, or maybe it was a few days ago now, about the reshade mod that Haunter made for the Steam Deck. And basically what you had to do was go into desktop, drag these files and put them in every game file system. I know there's a word for it, I can't think of it. But yeah, once you'd put them in, sometimes they wouldn't even work. They didn't work for a lot of games for me. I don't know if I was doing something wrong. I was literally just putting them where the exe file was. I mean, that's in the directory of the game. So I assume that's how you get it to work. But it only really worked for like 3 games for me. So it was good when it worked, but it was a bit annoying that it didn't work on every game. But yeah, getting our own customizable color calibration settings, and maybe having usable downloader ones from the cloud, just to set it to like a more calibrated display, that would be awesome. Because seeing what the difference is between the display without the settings and the display with the settings, you can see a huge difference. You get a lot more color back into the image, and it actually shows parts of color that you didn't actually see on the deck before, because I think it only has around 72% of the color. It's not sRGB, I don't know if it's just RGB, something to do with the color spectrum. It only covers 70% of it, so you're only being able to replicate 70% of it, so you're going to miss out on colors in certain areas of a game. Whereas when you apply these color profiles that have been calibrated, I know different displays have different calibrations, which is something that you'd have to look into yourself when you're calibrating it, but yeah, just as like a way to make the colors better. Some people don't even need to mess about with it if they don't want to, but yeah, just have the option to calibrate your own display. That would be such a cool feature. It would make games look 10 times better. But yeah, I think that's about it so far. I mean, one thing that I would mention, but I don't know too much about, is the anti-cheat system. So at the moment, I don't think Linux supports anti-cheat software, so you're not really able to play multiplayer games unless you load Windows onto the device. I don't know if that's going to be a feature that they can patch in, or if that's just not going to be possible at all in Linux. We'll have to wait and see. But games like Rainbow Six, you can't play on the device. pretty sure you can't play Call of Duty, or maybe not some of the newer ones, and you definitely can't play Fortnite. So that's kind of like a win for the OLED Switch, or the Switch in general. You can play Fortnite on that. It doesn't look good, but it's still playable. So yeah, maybe a way for them to implement the anti-cheat software, but as I say, I'm not a massive multiplayer gamer on my Steam Deck anyway, so it won't be a massive deal for me. But just raising awareness for that, it would be a lot more people would want to pick one up to play multiplayer games portably. So yeah, a cool feature to see in the future. But yeah, guys, let me know what you want to see in the future on the Steam Deck. We haven't had any massive updates in the last week or so, just a couple of small ones that like make the device perform better, and there's a few more resolutions included in games and stuff now. So let me know what you want to see in the future on the Steam Deck, and I'll keep you updated. I've got some more videos coming out soon. We're going to look at some more games, you know, get back into it. I've been away for a few days just doing life stuff, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm going to be back now doing some more gaming videos for you, so I'll speak to you guys soon. And thanks for 4K subscribers, much appreciated. If you're watching this and haven't subscribed, please consider it. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out, obviously, because you're watching my videos. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll speak to you guys soon.